The thick Florida heat hung heavy over Willow Ridge Estates, a suburban neighborhood nestled beneath towering oaks that cast long shadows across every street. It was the kind of place where families moved for peace and charm, only to discover it was ruled by a tyrant in pearls named Claudia Merriweather. As the HOA president for nearly a decade, Claudia didn't just enforce the rules, she weaponized them. Her home, with its blindingly white shutters and garden trimmed like a military base, stood in stark contrast to the cozy, lived-in feel of her neighbors. Claudia believed she was a guardian of order, a savior of property values, and she took personal offense to anything or anyone that didn't fit her aesthetic ideal. Just 3 houses down, 5-year-old Lily Carter was on a daring jungle expedition in her front yard. Her pink walker, decorated with glittery unicorn stickers and duct tape stars, was her steed. Born with cerebral palsy, Lily didn't let anything hold her back. Her mother, Rachel, worked from home as a digital illustrator and loved watching her daughter explore the world on her own terms. The walker was more than a medical device, it was Lily's independence. But that piece of bright aluminum had already drawn Claudia's ire. She had once tried to cite Rachel for violating the HOA's visual clutter clause. Only a sharply worded cease and desist from Rachel's older brother's law office had shut her down. Claudia never forgot a grudge. And today, her temper simmered just beneath the surface. Her husband's retirement portfolio had tanked, and whispers about misused HOA funds were starting to swirl. She needed to assert control. When she saw Lily's walker near her meticulously maintained flower bed, she saw red. "Get that thing off my property line," she snapped, storming out from behind her wrought iron gate. Lily froze, her big brown eyes wide. "I'm not touching anything," she whispered. Rachel, from the porch, was already halfway down the stairs. "Excuse me? Is there a problem?" Claudia didn't even glance her way. With alarming speed for a woman her age, she lunged forward and yanked Lily's walker from her tiny hands. "Hey, no," Lily cried, stumbling and collapsing on the grass. Her knees hit the dirt, her hands scraping raw against the ground. Rachel screamed, "What the hell are you doing?" Claudia, smug and unbothered, marched to the massive oak tree that straddled their properties. With a cruel smile, she hooked the walker over a low-hanging branch. "She wants it. She can climb for it. Builds character." Rachel ran to Lily, scooping her sobbing daughter into her arms. Blood trickled from the little girl's knee. The walker, her lifeline, dangled mockingly in the breeze. Rachel fumbled for her phone, hands shaking, and dialed her brother. Miles Carter was in a meeting at state police headquarters when the call came through. He didn't hesitate. "Stay calm. Ray, I'm on my way. Don't talk to her. Don't touch anything." By the time his unmarked cruiser rolled onto Sycamore Lane, local police were already on the scene. Neighbors peeked through blinds and gathered silently in driveways. Claudia, ever composed, was trimming a rosebush as if she hadn't just assaulted a disabled child. Miles didn't even acknowledge her at first. He knelt beside Lily. "Uncle Miles is here. Sweetheart, you're safe now." Then he turned, slowly, his badge clipped to his belt, eyes dark with fury. "Mrs. Merriweather," he said, "I'm Assistant Commissioner Miles Carter with the state police. We need to have a very serious talk about what you did to my niece." Claudia's face lost all color. "There's been a misunderstanding," she stammered. "The walker was a violation and I simply moved it." "Moved it?" Miles stepped closer. "You ripped away a child's only means of mobility and hung it in a tree. That's not enforcement. That's assault." Officer Daniels, the local patrolman, retrieved the walker with care and logged it as evidence. Claudia tried to bluster about HOA bylaws and community standards, but no one was listening. "Officer, take her into custody," Miles ordered. "Charges: assault on a minor, reckless endangerment, theft of medical equipment." Claudia screamed all the way to the patrol car. "I want my lawyer. You can't do this to me. I know people." "So do I," Miles said quietly. and they're already watching. What started as a neighborhood dispute exploded into a full-blown scandal. An anonymous tip led forensic accountants to uncover doctored HOA bylaws. Claudia had forged documents to block ADA-compliant upgrades to common areas. Worse, she'd funneled HOA funds to a landscaping company owned by her cousin. New charges dropped like a hammer: fraud, forgery, embezzlement, mail and wire fraud. At trial, Lily's recorded testimony about the tree incident made jurors cry. The prosecution displayed the walker still pink, still sparkling as Exhibit A. Claudia was found guilty on all counts, sentenced to 10 years in prison, with a court order to pay restitution to the HOA and damages to Lily's family. Her assets, including her precious home, were seized. The HOA board was overhauled. Accessibility upgrades were fast-tracked. The community that had once cowered now rallied behind Lily, holding fundraisers and delivering meals. Her new walker, even brighter and sparklier, was donated by a disability rights group. Miles returned to work with a renewed sense of purpose. He hadn't used his title for revenge. He'd used it for justice. And in the end, the message was clear. No one, not even an HOA tyrant, is above the law, especially when they come for a child with unicorn stickers on her walker.